So, as a bartender who exists right outside of Washington, D.C., the past week after the East Coast snowstorm had been rough for me, and it all had to do with God's dandruff falling from the sky, where I simply want to call heaven to tell the big guy, yo, hi!
Yes, Daniel, what's all the ruckus and pish-posh?
Can I suggest you to be strong and courageous during your next shower like it says in One Night of Josh?
Why do you say that? Because right now I want to tell you to
shut up!
As said in the words of Smosh.
Well, you know you can squash all your holy dandruff when you use Head and Shoulder every wash. But hey, during the week, every time I saw the snow each day, I had these growing thoughts that made me say,
okay, you know what, Shannon? I am in an icy mood, okay?
And despite I was expecting work to be super slow, due to all this excessive snow, surprisingly, this week was the most money I made all winter, just so you know. And since we were consistently busy, I was able to really get into a flow of working hard, period, and I let that vibration glow. And with all the extra financial abundance from above, I was able to do something special for my little sister centered in love.
Oh, what? Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, what? You serious?
Yeah. No, it's fake.
I mean, I would believe it.
Got it!
And I actually ended up taking her to downtown DC for her early birthday celebration, going on an adventure filled with elation, starting with Gordon Ramsay's street pizza at a reasonable price. And we enjoyed it simply thinking,
It's actually quite nice.
Then after we grabbed some Insomnia cookies and their famous ice cream sandwich, where I learned that this gift from heaven was my new love language.
Oh. Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Oh my God.
But wait! There's more!
Therefore, as we continued to explore, we eventually tried our first smash burger ever in the Chinatown borough, specifically the one with mac and cheese inside it, and bro, we were not ready given that the first bite had me like, no. And I even added a tot to my next bite that changed my soul in a way so drastic.
That was fantastic.
But I'm not done!
Just for some spontaneous fun, nosotros fuimos a Dos Toros Taquería y sus nachos nos llenaron de alegría. And then we eventually hit the Wizards game, where everything started off slow and tame. I mean, they are the worst team in the league, I'm just saying. And although they recently got Trae Young, which is low-key insane. Oh, and by the way, this was before Anthony Davis got traded to the Wizards, okay? However, having said all that, they stayed competitive all night for I can't cap, and the young Wizards kept my sister and I on the edge of our seat, where in the fourth quarter they escaped with the win and not another defeat, ending our night in a manner so sweet. And I was able to carry that positive energy with me to the bar all week, because this winter has been harsh, leaving me with words to barely speak. And the truth is that this unbearable cold has made me want to find someone I can hold. Since I'm 32 and just, as I continue to grow older, the fact of never having a girlfriend in my life screams in my mind, for it's something that's always told.
He's a loser.
But I refuse to bend and fold to a 3-year-old decade negative narrative that had me controlled. Instead, I affirmed, I am married. A statement that seems insanely bold. Yet, I still stay focused on each moment this week that was filled with gold, where I was able to serve a ton of queens that sparked thoughts of what could be something by any means. However, during those moments where I worked in my
Skinny jeans,
I realized I'm not ready to love the woman of my dreams. Because if I can barely take care of myself during this stage of my life, what makes me think I can care for an angel I call my wife?
He's got a point.
But all week, I gave maximum effort in spite of my life's biggest critique. For it didn't matter if I was bartending about, or even at home working out, where I had my raging, glistening muscles lead to this cried shout. "Ah!"
And my massive muscles go bulging everywhere.
Just in general, staying consistent all week and showing up with poise allowed me to block out all my negative thinking noise. Given that I'm grateful for all the angels I got to serve at my job, since their shining light made me see I'm still a huge slob, where at least I can recognize that now, and I'm actively working each day to fix this personal prob. And sure, I may not be able to love my queen currently, whom I will call my wife, but at least I can treat my little sister like the queen she is in my present life. Therefore, each time I served a queen at work this past week, where it started with the eyes, and my heart immediately raced due to all the flying butterflies, instead of following my lonely voice's cries, where I would try to settle with whoever just because they're available within the moment's highs, I merely did my job and kept it moving like a normal transaction, as if they were some normal guys. So, when the interaction came to the end of its flow, what emotion did I show? Love. Because in that spark-filled period within that romantic window, I chose to let her go.
Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go.